In today's video, we're back in the Noob to Godly series, Duck Carries Edition. Now, today, we're in episode 21. We've done 21 episodes of this. This is crazy. And today, we're doing Aquatic Temple Nightmare. So, we're gonna go ahead and first go ahead and pick up our daily reward. See what we get. Let's go ahead and pick this up, and we get Enchanted Daggers, a Serpent Spike, and Riptide Guardian Armor, and Icicle Crash. Oh, I'm definitely gonna use that. But let's go ahead and quickly do those boss raids. Alright, so it turns out, right before we start these little boss raids, someone pulled Purple Triton out of their daily. That's interesting. We can't even use it. And this was uncalled for. I didn't even plan for this. Yeah. Alright, let's actually try boss raids this time, and hopefully we can use this Triton soon. You know what? I have perfect clickbait, brother. Thank you for the clickbait, man. I can clickbait now. Thanks. I can clickbait now. Who's gonna be at high level? Come on. We don't have all day. You can chat after. You can chat later. Come on. We don't have all day. Who's gonna be the high level? Who's gonna be the high level? Please. Alright, someone decide. Alright, here's what we got on our first boss raid. Alright, here's what we got in our second dungeon. Ooh, pretty nice. Here's what we got in our third boss raid. Here's what I got in my fourth boss raid. And here's what I got in my fifth boss raid. Yes! I got the second best weapon grade. Alright, we're here in our very first Aquatic Nightmare dungeon. Now, I did get an extreme set upgrade out of these boss raids alone. I ended up going with an Ocean Traitor with the second best weapon, a Riptide Armor on both being blue and green. Which definitely means our damage went up drastically, which means we should be able to defend ourselves pretty well on these bosses. And right there, talking about bosses, we've reached the very first one. And we're actually doing really good damage since we already have the new spells and everything. What we'd mainly be focusing on would be trying to get just probably the rare stuff in the dungeon, or just a better color of what we have already. I'd like to get Triton, but I'm not even level 156 by the time I am doing this dungeon. But we're gonna go ahead and go here, land one more, and that should be about it. And that is a GG. There we go. Now let's go ahead and keep going to the second boss. Alright, right before that little second boss, we ended up actually getting Greg. Meaning this is going to be our first Nightmare Greg. And a teammate did unfortunately die right before this. Meaning they have to walk such a far distance. Here is the spawn point you get right here when you die at that area, which is just a horrible spawn point, honestly. You have to go all the way. That just takes like 30 seconds or like 20 seconds to get through, including with the speed spell. But with that, we have now completed the boss right about now. There we go. And I got some ice spikes, and no one else seems to get anything that special. But let's go ahead and keep going. Alright, we have now reached the second boss. Now the second boss now has 825 trillion, that's a lot. And our healer can already withstand the one-shotting attack. I just find that mind-blowing. Just the one-shotting attack that's supposed to one-shot you back when this dungeon was released. It just doesn't take effect anymore thanks to these rings and all the other changes that happened for the dungeons throughout the years. But he's gonna slam again. He just stands there, he just tanks it. His damage taken must be off the roof. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at that while this boss is finished off. There we go. The healer has taken 11 billion damage. And just to show you reference, no one here has taken 3 billion of damage yet. That is crazy. Let's go ahead and move on to the final boss. Alright, it's time to face the Sea King. Alright, let's go ahead and here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get real close, waiting for those water orbs, and as soon as they appear, I get my distance. My plan did not work as well as I thought, but that actually went a little better than I thought, actually. Now that the Sea King is actually down to half HP, and he was actually doing a great job. They're doing absolutely great. Now, 51 million HP left on me up, and I'm healed. But there we go, and that is going to be a GG. There we go. First dungeon down. Let's go. Alright. Alright. We're here in our second dungeon. Let's go ahead and go here and finish these mobs right before we focus on our very first boss. We did do this actually really effectively, meaning we can actually do this at a decent speed now. And leveling up won't be such a pain. But we've reached the Temple Core Generator. And let's go ahead and do this Temple Core Generator. Start damaging it as much as possible. We actually did lose one of our damage makers here, but we should still be able to do it at a decent speed. Right now it's around half HP after I shoot this icicle crash right at it. There we go, half HP. I'm actually going to be confident enough just to stand there and just hit it with my sword. I don't think this is a really good idea. Yep, that was a bad idea. I could have just died there. But there we go. The Temple Core Generator is one spell away from the group. There we go. Alright, let's keep going to the second boss. Right before the second boss, we actually got Greg again. That's actually insane. I didn't actually expect to get Greg 2 times in a row, especially since we've had bad Greg luck in the past. We go ahead and collect this coin and keep on cycling this Greg. Now, probably won't be a first cycle, a 1 cycle. We tend to miss that, but we will definitely make it a 2 cycle. So let's go ahead and go until we defeat him. Never mind, we defeated him in a very short amount of time. That was uncalled for. I literally just saw him putting his shield back up, but that was pretty impressive. But let's go ahead and keep going. Alright, now we're here in the second boss. Let's go ahead and start doing this boss. Is it just me, or does this boss actually have less health than the last one? Or was it one of our players unfortunately having to go? I don't know. Could be either. Well, let's go ahead and start doing this. I'm gonna stand right here behind him. Hopefully I don't take too much damage, otherwise I would die. And there we go. 200 left, meaning it's gonna be 2 cycles. The healer tanking it. As always, they have so much HP, honestly. It's just insane the amount of HP you can now get thanks to these rings and everything. Let's go ahead and move on to the final boss. Alright, we're here in the Sea King now. I did unfortunately die, but shouldn't be that big of a problem. The Sea King is around half HP down and should be taken down quickly. Now, ow, I did take a hit there. That is a rip. But let's go ahead and keep going. We should be able to still defeat this with ease, and let's hope for the best of good luck. Maybe I'll get a legendary spell. Maybe I'll get Triton. You never know. I'll take anything that helps me. And there we go. That is down. I got nothing special. Not surprised, but let's go ahead and keep going. Now that we have defeated Aquatic Temple, not hardcore, Nightmare difficulty, let's speed things up a little bit. Let's do this.